So hello and welcome to this video looking at integrating pedals with Eurorack modular synths. We'll be using the ALM SBG, which offers us a dry-wet blend between our dry modular input signal and the wet pedal affected signal. We plug our modular in, we control the level. Modular's way hotter than pedals expect, so we can attenuate the level on this send. We go out into a pedal and we're using these little adapters to do so. We then come back, control the return level, so we can amplify this back up from pedal level up to modular, and then we come out back around our system. The beauty of this and using it with modular is that we can patch this anywhere. If you want to go from an oscillator into this, out to a pedal, then into a filter and another processor, you can do. The effect pedal doesn't just have to be over the output of the whole synth like it would be if we plugged, say, a keyboard in. We've also got this cable that comes with the SBG, which takes a modular CV at the bottom of the module, be that sample and hold, envelopes, LFOs, audio rate modulations, and then converts that out to an expression pedal input, and we get a 3 volt and a 5 volt version. So it's compatible with any modular CV and throwing this into any pedal. So let's have a play around and look at getting some pedals integrated into our patches. So here we have the old Digitech Echo Plus PDS 8000. A very primitive digital delay and one of the first to be 8 seconds. And it's also a sampler. It does some kind of weird and cool things. But I just wanted to show it with this sequence. Again, to build on this idea that effects in pedals that we've either got lying around from guitar playing or new pedals we've found cheap. This one's a little bit beat up. There's fun to be had, and not everything needs CV that's working alongside the modular format. So here is my signal, completely dry in the ALM SBG. Little plucky modal synth sound. Let's go over to be wet and turn on the delay. Very simple delay in terms of time. But we can freeze and get infinite feedback. Let's catch a bit of the loop. Go fully wet on the unit itself. So we've now got this texture that even if we don't do anything else with the pedal, we can of course continue to play around with it. Making odd loops. It creates this kind of counterpoint with these odd jerky loops that if I take this dry, that wet infinite loop, there's just lots of fun to be had in pedals new and old. Let's keep checking out some different pedals and different patches. So here's the Kotelnikov wavetable oscillator, gritty digital wavetables. This is currently droning and we're listening to it dry. Let's move over to wet on the SBG, turn on this Marshall Super Vibe pedal. already that chorus is working really well. Let's add some wavetable modulation to this patch. This is dry again on the SBG. Now let's take that wet to the super vibe chorus. Now this super vibe I've gigged to death with guitar. It's scuffed, it's just not broken, but it's been really gigged to death and thrown around in pedal boards and fallen out of transport and all sorts of stuff. But chorus is just a sound that's not that well explored in modular, and you can probably pick one of these up. I mean, we don't do pricing here, but certainly less than £50, probably 20 odd, £30 if you're lucky, second hand. And it's a lot of additional sound for very little money. And from that dry sound to that, I think it's well worth exploring. So here we have the Roger Mayer Voodoo Vibe, a pedal more commonly known for its use by Jimi Hendrix with guitar, but let's mangle some modular acid synth tones. So here's the dry sound. The SBG from ALM is at the bottom and it's completely dry. I've got the chorus set up, the pedal is on, intensity is up. Let's go over to the wet blend on the SBG. It just adds this trippy kind of modulation. Let's put some drums in against that. Here it is dry again. Let's have a quick play around with the pedal. With that dry wet blend, we can take that more heavily modulated, warped modulation, just blend a little bit in. So let's take a look at adding some huge, cavernous, spacious ambience to this little modal synth riff. But first, let's just listen to it dry. So an already complex modulated tone. This is from Elements by Mutable Instruments. Now I've got the Earthquaker Devices transmitter. Let's first look at how it sounds fully wet. Let's have a quick play around with the controls. Of course, on the SBG, we can completely isolate that wet sound and create our own mix. But like a lot of pedals, we also have a mix on the pedal itself. We also have an expression input, and the bottom section of this SBG will convert any CV signal, which I happen to have on this green cable. It's a sample and hold, a random LFO, and convert that to either 3 volt or 5 volt expression outputs. So it's compatible with a range of different expression ins. The expression on the side of this pedal, currently unplugged, will control this frequency, which has an internal filter on the effect. So let's sweep that. Let's plug that in with the included cable that you get with the SBG. SBG is great at interfacing those levels in and out on top of the pedal and any CV signal you want to throw at it from modular as well to create that CV signal to an expression pedal signal. It's really cool. So for this final patch, let's look at adding some huge cavernous space, reverb, echo, diffusion, amazingness with the Strymon Big Sky. And again, I'm handling all my level information from the SBG. Let's go over to the wet signal and have a look at this magneto tape delay based mode on the Big Sky. Let's go to the choral mode. Let's try that glorious shimmer. And not just shift up an octave. In fact, let's kill that octave shift. And actually do a 10-cent shift down for some kind of chorusing, and then an octave down. Let's try the non-linear mode. So that's just a quick look at a handful of pedals and a handful of patches for us to just promote this idea of using pedals and modules together. Some great, amazing and very affordable cheap pedals that offer a range of tone shaping beyond what modular can do or does do at that price level. And obviously items like the Big Sky, high ticket items but are glorious with synths and modular. And using this SBG we can handle levels in and out, expression pedal in and out conversion as well from modular CVs. It's a fantastic tool for integrating pedals and modular. So thanks for joining us for this video. We hope you've enjoyed it and thanks for tuning in.